One of the most notable trends during this past decade is the influences of streaming services like Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu on how and where you watch movies. This development tracks back to around 2010 when the trend started to take shape, but actually, it shot up in 2020 because of the pandemic. The substantial impact on movie theaters cannot be ignored. In this video, the three major ways streaming platforms has taken over movie theaters will be presented, including the decline in box office sales and the closure of cinemas, and how it changes the way we watch movies. One specific way streaming services have affected movie theaters is by reducing box office sales. Given that streaming services offer movies that you can watch at home, it is not surprising that fewer people are buying tickets from theaters. The article, The Impact of COVID-19 and Online Streaming Services on Movie Theaters, is an in-depth study that looks at the effects the pandemic had on movie theater industry. This is an ongoing development as theaters were temporarily closed and people became accustomed to seeing films at home. A lot of movies have had a hard time even hitting the box office. Malls are not able to compete with streaming convenience, especially since it seems no one wants to leave their house anymore. These are the times when people don't feel they need to step out, as the given options are already more than sufficient. In fact, they are only a click away. The second problem is that many movie theaters were forced to close down completely. Less customer turnout creates more difficulties both economically and non-economically, for theaters as well. In addition, the article reports that the economic load along with the increasing choice of audiences for watching movies at home has caused many bigger theaters to shut up small theaters forever. Even the mighty AMC has been struggling, despite trying such things like subscriptions and exclusive content, which bring people to the establishment. But unfortunately, these small ways are not enough for theaters to survive where the saturation of streaming services is the new norm, which results in the negation of the theater experience as a whole. The third example is a shift in the way people behave as moviegoers. Ongoing, people may now have the option to see whatever movie they want from their couch. However, an active streaming becomes more habitual compared to going to the movie theater. The article also illustrates that, during the pandemic, more and more people got used to binge watching shows along with the inconvenience of going out for entertainment. It is very difficult to interest the audience in the movie theater compared to the fact that there is no need for traveling, buying tickets, or dealing with the crowd since watching at home is much more convenient. The basis on this tendency is that it is a severe threat to the future of movie theaters, thus fueling the surge of attention. In the article by Cardiometry, it was written that the changing of consumer behavior is not only a momentary crisis but a previously existed problem. Therefore, it might be the reason for the shrinkage of theaters. The movie theaters are conflicting with this move, and sadly many of them will not be able to continue. Therefore, soon the only place to watch a movie will be on a couch. To sum it up, the spread of streaming services has led to a decrease in cinema box office revenues, movie theaters closing down, and people communicating totally different with films. That is the overall gist of it. It is one of those trends that isn't just a flavor of the month. It is going to remain a mainstay. Nevertheless, we could be witnessing the end of movie theaters and disappearing altogether, or included as quite rare facilities in the world where such an inflow of inconvenience and laziness continues. Thank you.